friends. We all heard about Karna from the Mahabharata, who happens to be born with the Kavach kundal. And this Kavach kundal helps ensure that he cannot be killed as long as he has the Kavach kundal on him. Now, taking that story fast forward, we also know that during the Kurukshetra war, Indra, who happens to be Arjuna's father, approaches Karna disguised as a priest and takes away the Kavach kundal from him, which eventually leads to his death. Now, we as human beings, we do not have any of these Kavach kundals that we are born with, right? Now, what is it that we can do to ensure that we are protected, we are covered? And that brings us to a very important topic of the Sampurna Suraksha that I wanted to talk about today. Now, let me tell you my own story, right? I happened to travel back to Bangalore with my family, and this was on the Mangalore highway a couple of years back, and I had slowed down looking at the speed breaker, and unfortunately the car which was coming behind me in a very high speed happened to hit me right at the back, and because of the impact my car turned 90 degrees, brushed through the barricade out there, turned further 90 degrees and toppled to the right. Now, thankfully, we were all wearing seatbelts and nothing bad happened to any of us. But my vehicle was badly damaged. And given that I had the vehicle insurance, that took care of a major portion of the expense, given that the vehicle was old and I had to pay the remaining amount to get my car repaired. Now, expanding onto this discussion, taking into the aspects of our life, our health, our the house that we live in, the vehicles, etc., right? Are we covered? Are we having the shield to ensure that our family is protected? Let's take, for example, the life, right? Today you are the breadwinner for your family and you are giving a phenomenal lifestyle for your family members, right? God forbid something happens to you in case of an eventuality, right? And what will happen to your family? Will they be able to live the same lifestyle that you had given them when you are alive, right? And that makes one think, should you be, taking a cover for yourself, the life cover, the shield, to ensure that your family will continue to have the same lifestyle even, in your absence, right? And remember, friends, the life cover that you take is not because you're going to die. It's something which you take because the people whom you love are going to live, right? And taking that discussion further when it comes to health, right? And today we know that even a simple illness called as dengue, if a person is getting hospitalized, the bill will run into a lakh easily. Or for that matter, if somebody gets injured in an accident and happens to be hospitalized for no fault of his, right? Even then, your bills would run easily into a lakh and or beyond, and you are required to pay the medical bills. Now, where are you going to get this money from? Is it something which you draw from your hard-earned money, the savings that you have, or is it something which you'll take a loan at that point in time to cover the risk, or to cover the expense, or you take a risk cover for your life, for your health, which will take care of your bills and ensure that you have a peace of mind during such situation. And we also have something called as a home insurance today, right? Now, we all have been hearing through this year and even the past year, there have been a lot of natural calamities, right? And also the burglary that happens in the house. What will happen to your belongings? What will happen to your house? Will you be able to reconstruct the house from all your savings? Or does it make sense that the insurance company with whom you have taken the shield from takes care of your expense and construct the house for you? Which is better? Which is going to give you peace of mind, right? And suppose something happens to you due to an accident and you're not able to work for 2 months. What will happen to your income during that time? If you take a personal accident cover, which has some benefits like the partial disability and permanent disability riders, which takes care of your income until you recover and get into work. So those are several shields which are there around us, which you can take to ensure that you have a peace of mind for your family, correct? And that's something which you can tap into and ensure that your house and your family members are secured. how much of risk cover, how much of the coverage that you need to take for yourself and your family. That's something which you will have to discuss with your finance coach, because your situation is different from the your neighbors or your friends. You will have to work out a plan which is apt for you, which is something which is required for you based on your lifestyle, based on your life situation today, and you have to revise that every year depending on the life situations. Now, all you have to do is get in touch with a finance coach, discuss this out, and cover yourself so that your family is secure. And that's something which I wanted to discuss today. And if you do like this, hit the like button